Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off.
It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Desperados, leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Desperados and the Hawks on Monday Night Prime Time.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10.
Alert! Alert!
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, a short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Firing quickly touchdown.
Puka Nacua,
His 4th touchdown on the year.
and the Desperados put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line.
And bulldozing his way through.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Shifts by him, and they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. 53 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them. And I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there. 43 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
They'll look to throw here.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
On the ball, on the ball.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And his guys have taken the lead. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. McCollum. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCollum. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they're trying to preach.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Sam Laporta from
10 yards out.
And the Desperados' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Seahawks take back over. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more. Some double moves, things of that nature, to go and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McCollum on the slant. Here's Smith-Njigba. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Right back to him on 1st down. Pushing his way through. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking to throw. McCollum. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned...
And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills.
It's caught inside the 25. And they rattle off a big one. 61 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pass complete there to Nakua. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the first and goal.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Desperados have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And past the 40. The 40's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This is Fant on the short completion. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll look to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Off play action. McCollum. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this one's back to an 8-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. They'll throw now on the final play. He's airing it out for Williams. Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack and give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air, another first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Noah Fant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. This taken in right around the goal line. Good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Last play, they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds. A gain of 37.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Sheds off the tackle. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Off the play fake. McCollum. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And all the way. Touchdown, Seattle. Brandon Ayuk with career touchdown number 60. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Desperados are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Able to push his way through. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing on first down. McCollum. This is Fant on the short completion. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, McCollum. And it'll be intercepted. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here we go.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They're going to look to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be out right at the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught. And what a big-time play there. 64 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
Gibbs. Touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, McCollum.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, McCollum. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 33 yards that time. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw right side, complete to Williams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw.
Right side to Williams.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Get it.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Desperados have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. We're facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Well, the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it. And with